I'm ready.
Yes. Hello, Kayunda. I'm happy to see you. And today's question is your experiences and your reasons why you did not start immediately to reach out to the umbrella organizations. I'm pretty sure you have reasons and you have also experiences why you think about this in future.
Yeah, it is good to hear from you introducing me to the umbrella donors, which is very important to me in a sense that I'm meeting some of those stakeholders in education, which means that through their support and with my wisdom, I believe the project which I've begun will be very helpful to the community because I'm dealing with less privileged families or those communities who are unable to educate their children. Even though they start, but on the way, they fail to reach the maximum of a child's education. So if I could get some stakeholders who can support my idea, then I would be very grateful, especially you, Gloria, who you are going to connect with the donors. I appreciate your effort so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I had also the experiences that it is very difficult to go on both paths, right? Because you have the people there, you have the children, you have your teachers, staff there, and you need to
Yes.
deal with the daily obstacles there. And normally it's not easy to run beside the application for the big umbrella organizations, right? And
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
that was my hook to think about how I can help, because at the moment as a person I'm also not able to give money, and I also had all these questions very often help us, and I was thinking about and thought maybe it's good to show something about the project for the crowdfunding about with donors, to make it a little better in social media content, to have the project with this, but also to prepare the application process for funding about umbrella organizations, right?
Yeah. I get you.
This was the idea.
Yeah. That is a bright idea. I like it because unless I come out and tell you some of my challenges at the school, no one will know it or understand it until I speak it out.
Yeah.
So in my recording, you will find that I about this, especially more, is that the teacher's salary, which need to be supported, and of course, as a single-handed person, I tried the whole of last year, and I successfully concluded. Secondly, I talk about feeding of these children in the school, because when a child is the stomach is empty, he will not be able to concentrate in learning. So usually we thought of at least feeding these learners so that they are able to follow the lessons in the class. The same thing applies even to teachers. When they go hungry, they don't concentrate, and they will not even deliver what is expected of them.
Yeah.
So that is the area which actually I felt that I should share with you. Thirdly, I look into the hiring the premises, the school which running hiring. And of course, that is also a very big challenge, you realize that. And of course, additional challenges which are there, like scholastic materials, which we need to put in the library. Actually, I'm thinking of creating a library for these pupils so that they're able to read and understand what is going on in the school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. However, what actually I'm planning is that I need to improve the salary of these teachers, okay, so that they can, concentrate. That is an incentive to them when they see their salary being paid in time. And of course, the scholastic materials, which we need them, if at all we can improve on them, so that teachers are able to access the correct books and they're able to plan for their lessons in time, which is, that is what I'm trying to look ahead of time. Maybe you can ask me a few questions whereby I'll be able to respond accordingly.
I think I used the chance because we have a stable connection. I'm very happy about every second as a present, right? As a gift. And this is a very interesting reasons how you want to build up this project, how you want to grow it up. And I also want to ask you, do you have experiences from other school projects when they are embedded in bigger fundings? Is it easy for them? Is it a challenge for them? Because normally you have also some criteria. They came from bigger organizations like umbrella organizations, or the main donors. They have some ideas. They have special criteria. Do you have experiences with this?
So far, I've never engaged myself in any funding from outside. No.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about it.
And it means this is not usual around you, that there is some help, especially I think human aid is there, or we from Europe, we expect, or we think, okay, you are, you had wars and you should receive some human aid by big umbrella organizations. But it is not reachable for you in your area there, right?
Okay, yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
So that's why I cannot pretend that I know or I've heard of anything.
No, you should not pretend anything.
It is my chance now to communicate with you.
Yeah. No, I don't want to bring it to the point to pretend something. No, it is more also to understand your situation there, because from our side, we are thinking, therefore we are giving some money here from Europe to support the big umbrella organizations, and we are hoping the money comes to the projects there, but it is not your project, right? And it is also not the case that okay, this is a project by UNICEF, this is a project by SOS. In Germany, we call it SOS Kinderdörfer. But it is not the case that you say, okay, we know this type of funding and we try to apply for this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to explain the audience that I'm familiar with this, because this is the third charity video challenge where not only the project leaders told me about this, that this type of funding is not reachable for your type of project, because you need immediately help, and normally it's not possible to apply on the same time for bigger and regularly funding by bigger organizations. And what I also heard was from the supporters, from the existing donors, that they also proved it is not that easy. And very often you have criteria. They came from an international, sometimes also from a Europe perspective. They are too high, that the projects are not able to reach this criteria to step into the general funding there. And of course, this is a problem to bring the project and the funding together on the right time. Yes.
I get you.
Yeah. But that's
So,
why we make the interviews here.
yes, I get you. So, in another word, it may not be so easy for the umbrella donors to assist this kind of project.
Yeah.
Is it like that?
That's the point, because it is those type of funding that came from big organizations with structures and criteria. You know, very often it came down from United Nations in the international areas, but also if you have some European funding from European social funds, if they reach your regions there. And this means very often to handle a special type of non-profit management, to understand the application process and to fulfill their criteria. And very often that means, as I understood from the perspective from your regions there, it means that you need to cover some criteria. They're not that easy in terms of you have so many kids and you need to have so many food for them, and you need to have this quality of buildings. And very often the people are asking, where should we become, or where should we get this quality if we have not the resources for and not the funding, right? But
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I know this problem, and I'm pretty sure the problem can be fixed with the small or the single donors, when we are able to reach them and to say, okay, you have a basis there. You have the kids, you have the teacher, you have the management by you have the buildings. You only need to stabilize the situation, and then you can go forward to apply for regular funding there, because they say, okay, this is, as I understand, the question is that you need to show sustainability, to show these organizations you're not, you know, a project that pops up and is gone after 3 months. And the point is, you're there since 1 year, right? And
yes. For 1 full year, of course, I've been supporting the project.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know whether single donors can work best for me, because now joining the umbrella may be a little bit joining umbrella will not be so easy, because umbrella donor requires a bigger organization than mine.
Yeah.
Because this one is an initial project, which I felt that it could be of help to the less privileged children or less privileged community who are unable actually to further the education of their children.
Yeah.
So when I began that project, hopefully that I will continue slowly develop it until the maximum contention.
Yeah.
So I felt that, well, if any partner can come into my aid, it is welcome.
Yeah.
Actually, when you download the structures and then the interview which I did, you will learn more from it. And you could see even the structures, even my office, and so forth. Even the compound, you'll have to have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you had already downloaded it, you would have given me more light on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will send them after this answer by you, and they will follow up. For the audience here, Kayuna made some videos to show the project, what is there, in what grows up in the last year. And I'm pretty sure it will be interesting to ask some questions about some special things there. And hopefully, I have also the hope when we are able to show some projects beside each other, then also the social proof and trust raises up, because it is not only, you need to be carefully not to create a situation of competition, of course, but I think the benefit is if we can show a few of this type of tiny projects, that also raises up the social proof and trust to say, okay, these are projects there in the area there, and some of the sponsors or donors know the projects, and you also know each other sometimes or sometimes not. And then you can also see there is the need for the community there, of course, and hopefully we can bring it a little bit forward to convince people they want to help, and they are also able to help, and to help you in the in the next steps, to say, okay, it's not about to reach now the main goal that you have a stable funding. It is more about to help you, to support you on the way to this time when you have regularly funding, and you make it as an additional income stream to show your supporters about the project, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very nice of you, the suggestion which you have made. However, what I wanted actually to understand, is it easy for us to continue this conversation, or do we say that maybe the help which is necessary, forthcoming, may not be there, so that what happened?
Now we have a little connection break here, a technical issue.
Okay.
But when I understand
Okay.
right, was your question, is it possible to communicate here about this?
Yes.
Yes, yes. And the answer is yes. We finished the 7-day video challenge, that we speak 7 days on 7 topics to show your project. And I think we should also think about how we could create a possibility that your project stay connected with the audience. And maybe I'm pretty sure we should think about creating a Facebook page, or maybe to set up a domain in the internet. Of course, you need some people for they are able to do this technically. And I think we should think about this, that you really have a stable connection to the audience, the people they are interested now, and that you can show some videos there, or maybe some pictures or something, and that the people can ask you, and that goes also without my help. You know, my goal is to say, I help you with the start, and hopefully
Okay.
then it lives by themselves. It lives. Sorry, my English module is broken
And,
today.
no. I'm
Yeah.
getting you very clearly.
Sometimes
I get you very clearly.
that's that's good. Yeah. Sometimes I have the idea, but not the right terms. But it is like it is.
I know.
Um,
I'm getting you quite well.
yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
good.
you quite well. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
English is so nice. I like it.
That's good. I try my best. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And to come back to the question, I'm pretty sure we should set this up that you have really your media presence there, and that all the future possibilities you have, you should use them. If there come some people, they ask you how is your project, or if you see some people, they could be able to give recommendations to people, they have some money, that you can send them a link immediately via WhatsApp or something to say, okay, look here, there's our interview series, you can inform about our project. We have a 7-day interview series there, and if you have some questions, please reach out to us and ask you. And therefore we need to create a space, a digital space, to bring together all the interviews and pictures and videos by you. And I'm pretty sure we will find also some person in your project by your side that keeps care about this presence, because of course you need to care for it, to bring some new content, to bring some new pictures there, and the most important thing is to look for questions and to answer the people they are interested, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So,
I'm sure.
so, so how are we going to do it?
Um, my first idea was to ask your son, because he was he was the person that yeah, the charity video challenge reaches him, and that's why he asked me and introduced you to me if we can run our charity video challenge. And I hope that he's the person that I can help, that he is the media manager of your project, and I can help him to set up maybe a Facebook fan page, because you know, I'm not a total Facebook fan, but the benefit is it is free. You can set up a Facebook page for free, and you can collect all the media content there. We have it also on YouTube as a second source.
Yeah.
Uh,
Media.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I think we should speak with him about this. If he feels better to look for the questions in YouTube and to answer the people there, or if he feels fine to make a second path to set up a Facebook page and to bring also all the media content in there, and then maybe it would be very easy to share this with the Facebook community and to ask the people for help. Please share it. If you have no money, share this, share, and someday there will be one person that has $100 free or euro to give it to you. This is my idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it is okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll share it with Emma.
Yeah.
Then we shall give you the feedback.
Yes. That's
Okay?
good. That's good.
Yeah.
I
Thank
wrote him this idea, and maybe it's good that you explain it by your side, that he can decide if he want to do it by himself or if he can recommend another person, and then we could start. I can help you start it, and then I give this person the role of the administrator and explain what is important, and then you have your social media manager in the project there, right?
Yeah, it is a wonderful idea. I buy the idea so that at least we move together. You know what is on my side, and I get what is on your side. The person who is going to come in to assist us, I think, will even make things better for us. That is the way I understand it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the point. And
Okay.
I'm sure it is necessary that it is somebody from your project, because you need the consistency, and I'm also pretty sure you need to you need to become a feeling about how to report about our project, because every time when you handle with movies or pictures with children, you need to keep care about their vulnerability on camera, to show about the project, also to show about the needs of the children, but not to also to protect them, because they're not only good people around, and you need to become very sensitive how to report about the project without make the children vulnerable to some bad guys and girls. Not only guys, also girls. And this is very important that you make this from your side. I can give you some recommendations, but this is something that lives daily or weekly with you, to say, okay, we have this project, we have some pictures, and we pick these pictures and bring it into the Facebook fan page there and show it our audience. I had this is a very interesting point, because I had also the experience with the first video challenge that you need to keep care about this. It was the special point that they showed about the medical aid the pupils also get about the school project, and they also made some pictures about the children. They had really hard issues on the back, and how you call the butt, the lower part on the back is
that is the lumbar, the back, isn't it? Yeah. That is the lumbar bone sometimes have some problems.
That's the point, and you need to have the social media manager that's carefully and sensitive about how to make the picture to because this is a skill, this is really ability to say, okay, we need to show the wound, why we need the money for this type of medicine, because that's not easy, but we need to keep care only to show the back but not the face of the kid, because this is in the internet for eternity. We are not able to, it's if you bring it into the internet, it is in the internet, and it means also something for this kid and his life in future, that there is a picture from this kid with his wounds, and you need to be careful not to show the face, that you hide the personality of the child, but show the need of help for some medicals. And this was a very special experience for me, how important it is to train these skills of your social media manager, to be careful with the personality of the kids, of the staff also, but to show the problem and why you need funding for it.
Yeah, that is for an individual child problem, isn't it?
That's the point.
Yeah, those cases are there. I'll try to, when the school begins, I'll try to show you some of those challenges with the pupils.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Of course.
If medical needs is necessary, they are
Yeah.
there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe the skill which you say that at least you need to get somebody who knows how to, photograph these children, and of course hiding some of those facial appearance whereby the intruders there, they don't get the advantage of the child.
Yeah, that's the point. And I could imagine that Emma is very good for this job, because this is really a job. Or a profession.
He knows so well.
Yeah.
He knows so well. Actually, he's an expert. He's an expert in that area.
Yeah. That's the point. And I'm sure he's sensitive on these topics, because they are also very important for the audience. Because it means if you show sensitive pictures and movies, the audience feels and learn immediately that you keep care about the identity and the rights of the children you care for.
Child.
It brings a feeling and an experience about your behavior with the children and their vulnerability there, right? But I'm pretty sure he's the best guy for this. We have a freeze here. Maybe the internet shows us we should make a break. Yeah, it's not possible to have the last words. Okay, then we take it as a sign. I finished the video for today. I think it's long enough. We discovered the next interesting topic, and we will go forward with this in 2 days, because for tomorrow we have all the content that Kayunda sends to me, and I will broadcast it to the audience, and we can speak about more about what is interesting, what to show, and also how to show the needs of the project, and also to protect the personality of the children and also of the adults there in the project. Okay, see you in 2 days.